Destiny Manifest, and welcome to my lyric breakdown of my song entitled No Place Like Home. I made this song basically talking about my love for two cities. I was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, moved to New York at the tender age of 18. Pause on the tender. I always felt like, in New York, there's a saying that goes, if you could make it in New York, you could make it anywhere. And where I come from, Ohio, there's not a whole lot of opportunities available for people. I made it out of Ohio and made an opportunity for myself and so many of my friends and relatives that are no longer here because Ohio sucked them dry. You could make it in New York, you could make it anywhere. Should I made it out of Ohio? Too many dead friends to count, put it on the Bible. Life lessons recycled, shout out to my T.O. 18 with big dreams, got about the CO. My uncle got me into music. Like, he was the catalyst. Like, I always loved music since I was a young kid, but he was the one who connected me to my manager. He used to cut my manager's hair, who my manager was from Tilden Projects in Brooklyn. And from him, I would travel back and forth to New York, and that's what made me fall in love with the city. I was like, yo, I love it here. Like, it speaks to me in such a profound way. Like, I need to move here. And I was like, as soon as at the time I was like 14, like, yo, as soon as I turn 18, I'm out. Like, I'm leaving Ohio, I'm coming to New York, and I'm moving to New York. And that's exactly what I did. Live long enough and earn the right to see the ones you love die. That's the price to live long enough. And, that came from just out of, like, every time I go back to Ohio is like mostly to bury somebody that I love and that's near and dear to my heart. So it's just like, I guess that's the price to pay for that distance, but also for living as long as I have. Witnessed my peers die tragically because Ohio sucked them dry. No regrets to look back on, too scorned by everything we've seen. Cavalierly walk by, head high, stained overcoat, coat of armors to protect me from every dark throne. Give me those blessings that I need to leave that space and still do what I needed to do to survive and thrive here in New York. Shin splints from running, gunning for truth back to the roots we strayed from. Will it all end before we begin to live again? Pilgrimage, war against inner self, no promises, just willingness to give it all until we seen again. Rethinking as it's sinking in, blink and watch it evolve. The regrets of, I'm away from my family, so I'm missing all of these beautiful moments that's happening in my family's life, but like, I'm in pursuit of my dreams. You know what I'm saying? And one of those relationships in particular was my relationship with my brother, Ray Sean, rest in peace. He particularly was young when I left left Ohio and for New York. And like, he was just really heartbroken and devastated by it. But it was like, yo, that's the price that I paid. And that's a regret that I may have had, because maybe it could have saved his life. Maybe, I don't know. So, can you stand the rain, even if it stains and leaves a mark like Palestine? I got it in Ohio without moving cocoa. It almost drove me loco. So much pain, dark struggle, haunted me like Yoko, watching a lover die. It was a train accident in Ohio, in Palestine, Ohio, and it left like this dark. It was an accident that left like this big dark cloud. Who knows what the ramifications are moving forward and how it's going to impact that community. But like, can you stand the rain even if it stains and leaves a mark like Palestine? Like, are you like, can you withstand all of that? You know what I'm saying? I got it, in Ohio. Like, I excelled from that place without selling dope. And in Ohio, without moving cocoa, it almost drove me local. Like, I legit was like on the brink of losing my mind, right? Because I wanted to get out of there. I felt so suffocated because I wanted more. So much pain, dark struggle, haunted me like Yoko Ono, right? Watching her lover die. And it was like, yo, watching the lover die, losing everything that ever meant anything is sure to destroy your insides, signaling a waking nightmare. Still, there's no place like home. But yeah, again, this record is a powerful record, and I hope that sums it up for you, and I hope that makes sense. Thanks for tuning in.
Live long enough and earn the right to see the ones you love die. The price to live long enough. Tears shed, fears overlooked over the overblown.